What happens when precision replaces speed and patience becomes the most dangerous weapon of all. They do not rely on long chases. They wait. The smallest movement can reveal a position. The smallest mistake can eliminate every chance of survival. Here, every decision happens in only a few seconds, but the outcome often lasts much longer. As evening settles over the riverbank, a red-bellied black snake moves quietly through the damp grass, following the faintest movement. Ahead, a spotted marsh frog makes a short leap toward cover, but the chemical trail it leaves behind is quickly detected by the predator's forked tongue. The snake follows in short bursts, pressing the frog toward the water's edge until there is nowhere left to retreat. A quick strike locks onto the body. The frog jerks sharply a few times, then begins to weaken. Red-bellied black snakes usually grow to about 4 to 6.5 feet in length, hunt effectively on both land and in water, and use the Jacobson's organ to detect scent with remarkable precision. At this quiet water's edge, patience can be sharper than the strike itself. Farther away across dry mud, a Xenodon maremi follows the trail of a large cane toad. The first strike pulls the prey from cover and locks onto the head immediately. The toad inflates its body like a living shield. But the snake keeps biting. Its specialized teeth can puncture amphibian lungs, collapsing the body and removing the size advantage. The struggle continues as the cane toad tries to remain inflated. Each bite sinks deeper, weakening the defensive structure. Once the lungs are pierced, the body quickly deflates. The snake begins swallowing from the head. The process is slow and difficult to control, but eventually it succeeds. By sunrise, the snake retreats with its body visibly swollen, carrying enough energy to last for weeks. But not every attack ends the same way. On a damp roadside after rain, a snake approaches an American bullfrog. The strike is fast. But immediately, the bullfrog inflates its body like a living balloon. American bullfrogs can greatly expand the width of their bodies using their large lungs, making it difficult for non-constricting snakes to maintain a secure grip. The snake adjusts its bite angle again and again, but it cannot open its jaws wide enough to control the oversized body. It cannot constrict. It cannot weaken the prey. Eventually, it gives up. This moment shows that sometimes a well-timed defense is enough to reverse the outcome. In another corner beneath a tree beside a paved path, a large snake has already locked its jaws around a frog before it can escape. The frog immediately inflates, but this time the head is already under control. Some snakes can swallow prey wider than their own heads because elastic ligaments and loosely connected jaws allow extraordinary expansion. With each muscular contraction, the prey moves deeper inside. There is no space left to expand. Resistance slowly fades. The swallowing is slow but certain. In this encounter, the outcome was decided almost from the very first grip. On a sandy shoreline, a vine snake blends almost perfectly into the background. A lizard moves into the open. The distance closes. A sudden strike secures the head. Vine snakes are extremely slender, often reaching 5 to 6.5 feet in length, with forward-facing vision that helps them judge distance accurately. Their rear fangs help deliver mild venom into small prey. The snake adjusts its body position to stabilize itself. Then it begins swallowing from the head. As the lizard's movements slow, the entire process becomes smooth and controlled. Sometimes a single accurate approach can shorten an entire hunt to only a few seconds. Sometimes, however, the advantage does not remain on the ground. Under dry leaves, a vine snake has already seized a young clouded monitor before it can reach the undergrowth. The bites are slow but repeated. Each one leaves another small wound. The lizard's movements begin to lose coordination. Unlike many ambush snakes that depend on constriction, vine snakes rely more on their rear fangs, mild venom, and the balance provided by their tails. When the lizard is nearly motionless, the snake pulls the entire body upward onto a branch. Suspended in the air, the prey loses all leverage. Only then does the swallowing truly begin. Beside a stream, a garter snake follows the scent of a frog moving across wet stones. Within seconds, both are forced into a narrow crevice. As the frog tries to leap free, the slender body of the garter snake slips deeper into the crack. A precise snap locks onto one hind leg. Many garter snakes grow only about 18 to 35 inches long, with belly scales that grip wet rock and flexible bodies built for tight spaces. There is no constriction, only a steady grip. Then the prey is pulled deeper, little by little. In a space this confined being, smaller becomes the decisive advantage. As the hunt moves into deeper water, a sea snake pulls a moray eel from its hiding place inside a sunken wreck. Both bodies twist around each other, but the snake keeps its bite locked firmly in place. Sea snakes have paddle-shaped tails, can remain underwater for several minutes, and the neurotoxic venom of many species acts quickly on fish. Each struggle becomes slower. The eel gradually weakens. Only when the prey is nearly motionless does the snake adjust its position and begin to swallow. Even underwater patience remains the most important part of the hunt. Beneath the forest canopy at night, an amethystine python moves through damp leaf litter. Above, a rat searches for food on a low branch. The amethystine python can grow beyond 20 feet and is the largest python in Australia. When the distance closes, a rapid strike secures the prey with inward curving teeth. It has no venom. Instead, powerful coils tighten with every breath. The prey quickly loses strength. Then the python begins swallowing from the head. One meal like this can sustain the predator for many weeks. Among crumbling walls, beside a coastal marsh, a tessellated snake leaves cover and slips into murky water. Passing rodents do not draw its attention. Today, the target lies beneath the mud. Its forked tongue samples the water repeatedly. Chemical signals lead it to a goby hidden on the bottom. Tessellated snakes can remain underwater for around 10 minutes, and their nostrils can close to reduce water entry during dives. A quick strike secures the fish before it can reach the rocks. In cloudy water, adaptability turns this hunt into an almost perfect approach. Across rivers, forests, shallow water, and the dark edges of caves, one rule remains unchanged. Survival is rarely about luck. It depends on precision, on patience, and on the ability to adapt at exactly the right moment. These moments are more than hunts. They are brief glimpses into how nature balances risk and opportunity every second. And as night falls once again somewhere out there, another encounter has already begun.